Hello and welcome to the Betting for a Living blog part 5. In this video I'm going to go over the results we've had so far. I'm going to go back to day 1 and just look at each day up to where we are now, so you get an idea of the kind of betting flow that I've had over this period. I'll have a quick look at the portfolio bet fixed liability course specific systems that are available, show you how that's got on from the start of this month. Talk about some plans that I've got with this as well. I'm going to expand this particular betting system and add to it to boost profits, really. So I'll get into all that. But I mean, for more information on that, visit the Hedger Pro Substack. Just type in Hedger Pro Substack on Google or visit the link below. I'll put it on screen now, and I'll go into more detail about what's to come and the opportunities to get involved that I'm sort of mulling over at the moment with this. So, but for now, I'm just going to go over the results, chutter on about some of my plans with this, and we'll go from there. So if we go back to, I'm not going to go on too much about these early days because these were back to the start of August. You see I'm betting with £1 and I was getting good results, to be fair, with £1 up until I think it was the 10th of August. Carrying some, that was a really good day, no losses. Obviously we had some losses here, we had 2 losses on this day. So you see overall on the days the strike rate is very high. Not always busy days, but on average I think this is betting about 7 bets per day average, whereas the portfolio bet fixed liability systems, which I'll come to later, that's about 3.5 bet a day average, so it is a bit less, but this day can have some really busy days, to be fair. And you see over this period now I've moved up to £10 stakes per bet and the profit is starting to increase. I mean, the strike rate for this system is absolutely phenomenal. I'm delighted with it, to be honest. So where were we there? We were on the 18th. Just go through. So we had a losing day here. It happened. It can happen at any time. And we go on, and I think had another losing day here. So we had 3 wins and 1 loss. So we finished down on this day. See, over these periods, that's going to happen. You have to expect the losses, but I mean, what I'm most impressed with is the resilience of it to bounce back. So when it does have these losing periods, you do need an investing mindset because it then just pushes on to a new profit high. So where are we? On the 21st, another really good day here. 23rd. So 23rd is interesting. See, this is where the averages get bumped up for this system. Let's put it up to about 7 bets a day because it's really busy, isn't it? And we had 2 losses over this day, but we finished £7.85 in profit, betting £10 stake per bet. And the 24th, really good day. 25th. I mean, this system, I've kind of forgotten that it's running in the background. I come back to it on this account and I'm just amazed every time I see it because the balances, I'll show you what it is overall in a minute. But this day here, it's what I like to see. It's weird to say it. I know you're like, why would you like to see losses? But for me, before I up stakes, I want to see some robustness and how they react. The system reacts to losses. So we went all the way down. We had a really good day. Some of the odds were quite high on these lays, so we weren't making that much profit. So when the loss came, it knocked us into negative, but we had a few good wins there, a couple of lower odds ones, and that pushed us into profit to finish the day. So that is excellent. 26th, yeah, we finished on a loss this day. So how many losers did we have? 1, 2 overall. Prices were kind of average, to be fair, but we didn't make enough on that day to finish in profit. The 27th, good solid day. Yeah, another good solid day. 29th of August. Yeah, overall really good. 30th, that was a really good day. Had some nice prices. See, these make all the difference, don't they? Over these days, you can finish on. If you get these lower odds lays, that's perfect. So what was this, 30th, 31st? Obviously this is a video, so you can stop the video and look at any time if you want to examine the results in more detail. So this day, again, it's a good example of how you can lose 3 bets. You can get down 30 quid, but you've won enough to minimise the losses down to £13.30. That's good. Even though it's a loss, that's good to see. Just a quiet day. 7-day bet. Average hit there, and we made £15.94. Yeah, good day. This was really good, actually. This run that we've had, it hasn't been prolific with bets, but and there you go. And then yesterday, because we're on the 9th at the moment, so yesterday we were doing really, really well. Got up to 7 o'clock in the evening, and this bet won, so it was a losing bet for us. That knocked us down to a negative, but the next bet at 20-8 at Newcastle gives a sub, put us back in profit. So overall, where are we? We are on £160.35p profit overall, and that is just over a month betting, with the first week at £1 stake per bet. So you got just over 3 weeks there of £10 stake per bet, and we were on £160.35p. So where does that put us? Well, I mean, if we were to average that every month, that'd be 1,924 quid over a year, which, you know, is bills paid. It's your utility bills, isn't it? That kind of thing, or your council tax. It's that kind of benefit that you'd have on your day-to-day life. I am looking for this particular system to do 3 times that amount. So, you know, it can be paying my mortgage and paying my bills. That's where I'm going with this. So I'll be putting this stake up to about 30 quid, running it like that, and then assess over the next week or two as that sort of settles down and I get used to staking 30 quid per bet, and then I will assess BSP and see how the move to BSP, and then ramping it up to sort of the 50 quid to 100 quid level, and then it can be like a really good kind of life-changing amount to have in coming in each year if it, you know, maintains the success. But the confidence it's given me over the past month is there. That's real, so I'm happy with that, and I'll keep this going for another 10 quid stake for another week, and then do some work on some other systems, which the idea is for the other systems to add to this as it stands is for these races is to capitalize on the outer edge profits of these horses that we're laying at the moment. So it's the horses to grab 2 or 3 horses at the bottom end that really should have no right to win and will have equally high strike rate, and to lay them as well and just boost the profits. I'm going to test the theory of that. There is I'm sure there'll be a better way of doing it within research as an extra filter option, but I do need to speak to Nigel about it, which is why I'm not really getting into much detail now, because Nigel may be able to add an extra filter setting. It's one of those things with Nigel, you know, when you talk to him about it, he's going to be like, that's absolute rabbit hole, or actually I can do that in an afternoon. You never know. So we'll see. He's back from holiday this week, so we'll see how that goes before I start working on it, and then I go down a rabbit hole for him to turn around and say, oh, I can do that for you in a few minutes. So we'll see. Let's have a quick look while we're here on the portfolio bet results for the past week, because the portfolio bet results is the same concept of fixed liability, lay betting, course specific, which is what this is. And these are my live bet results here for this account that I have running. So I've got numerous Betfair accounts. Don't ask me how I do it, but I do it. I can't tell you really, so I probably could if you DM me, but you know, if you twist my arm. But this is my account I've got running just for this system alone. I said I've just left it, I've set it up, I put money in the account for it, and off it goes. It's doing what's doing. It's made this amount so far. By this time next month, with my increased stakes and everything, I want that to be a lot more. I just want this to continue, this performance. I want that to be a lot more. The portfolio bet systems, which you can buy still at portfoliobet.co.uk, put the link down below and in the description. They're fixed liability course specific lay systems with a lower average daily bet volume, although it did have a couple of busy days. So let's have a look at that's gone out, and we're kind of at this level with it now, because it sort of started alright, dipped, and then it's picking up again. So we're kind of at this level, which you've seen with this system, how it can actually happen. You know, it's going to have periods of up and down. So let's have a little peek. If I come over to the portfolio bet systems, you can see from the 1st to the 8th, we've had 2 losing days. So look at the results. Betting £10 stake per bet. I went all in with this because I know what I'm doing now. So I started at £10, didn't bother with a quid. First day was good. Second day, not so good, just 1 bet. This was a busy day. Did well. This day did well. Another good day. Yeah, overall good. A loss on the 7th. And yesterday, this is again, as you know, what I like to see. We finished in profit. So the portfolio bet system, as it stands now, without any extra booster systems added, which will be included for this and available at portfolio bet. But while this is available now in its current form, it's set up to bring in around about 160 points per annum, which if you bet in £30 stake per bet, that's just under £5,000, isn't it, a year for hands off, letting it run. Very low drawdown, consistent betting. You see that's winning most of the time, no scary moments. This is betting £10 stake per bet, and you can just leave this running in the background. You've got options for actual fixed liability, which is the way it's set up, or you can actually change this, you know, and you can have it running fixed stake for much higher profit with more risk, of course, because, you know, look at the odds. You know, this horse lost at 6.2, but overall in the day, you know, you would have won, but there's more risk involved with that, isn't there? And there's less scalability because you can always scale up to BSP when betting fixed liability. However, fixed stake is an option. With these, you can run the systems however you like. You own them if you buy them at portfolio bet. And so this is kind of a mirror of the betting for a living system, but it's still a different system. I'll show you just as an example. So if we go over, we look at the 8th. Let's have a look. So Foreseen, DeLeo, I think I've just seen these over here. Let me have a look. So Foreseen and DeLeo, these are the portfolio bet system. So yeah, we had the same bet here, Foreseen and DeLeo, but that's it, isn't it? So other than Foreseen and DeLeo, it was actually a busier day for the portfolio bet systems. Even though it's got a lower daily bet average, it was very busy yesterday. And these are the overall results that I had for that, and it was a good day. But the point I'm making is different bets, different betting system. So on that note, if you are interested in a similar betting system to betting for a living and you want that now, and it is publicly available for a limited amount of time, I wish you could keep it open forever, these betting systems, but liquidity is an absolute bitch and I can't. So I put a lot of work into these systems, so it'd be great if I could just sell them forever, but I want to protect them for members. I want you to be able to use them and be effective, so I do pull them from sale for that reason, just for your benefit really, not mine, because if I want my benefit I'd leave them on there forever. However, there will be an add-on for the portfolio bet system, which we're looking at now in the first week performance, which will look to boost success and will also bet on the outer edges of where these bets are. So this is in development. It'll be an add-on for Portfolio Bet members, and that's coming, so that's great. So these results here, you know, if you were betting 30 quid per bet and you're making just under £5,000 a year with this, that's cool, but there is more to come for these. And these systems, as I said, if you want them, get them now while they are available at portfoliobet.co.uk, because they won't be forever. Getting back to betting for a living, this system here, now what I am mulling over, and I'm literally just going to chew the fat with you now, I'm nothing scripted here. This system is going to have the booster system added to work on the outer edges. There may be some other systems included over the course of the next 6 to 12 months around it. Well, there definitely will be, to sort of build this up, because I want this to be 50, 100 grand a year territory. Now, with that said, I would be open, and I've got no figures, this isn't a proposition, I'm not trying to punt anything to you, just really putting the idea out there, because I've been asked so many times, can I buy this system? And I can understand why. It's very reliable, it's shown a good record of success. Over the next 6 to 12 months, you're going to see this amount grow, and ideally hit the sort of 50 grand a year territory over this first 12 months. Now, what I am open to is potentially taking on 10 members, which would then I'd set up with Hedger Pro running this system, and it would just be exclusive to you. It wouldn't be for public sale, it'd be exclusive to you. So it would have to be 10 people at the right price, is what I'm saying. So I'm not in any urgent rush to sell this. It's not for sale now. It's probably going to be over the next 6 to 12 months I'll even consider this, but I'm planting a seed. So if you are interested, don't put it in the Hedger Pro user group, send me a direct message somehow through Substack or ryan@hedgerpro.co.uk, and we can talk about it, and we'll go from there. Maybe it might be a good idea, if the results show a good enough profit using BSP, so we can all start using BSP at high stake amounts and make some serious money. Perfect, that'd be great. It'd be good for a small group of people to get in on the work I put in here, and then I know it's not going to go anywhere because I can control the usage of it with Hedger Pro. So that's good. Yeah, it'd be a small group though. I mean, literally 10. Depending on how it looks with liquidity, but I'm thinking a maximum of 10 I could take on for the right price. So that's something that could come up in the next 3, 6, 12 months. No time scale on it, we'll see. However, in the meantime, portfoliobet.co.uk is there. It is real. You can buy it now at portfoliobet.co.uk, and this will have the same booster treatment added to it with add-ons, which will be available there as well. So if you are interested in having a similar system to my betting for a living system, that is available at Portfolio Bet. It's been designed the same concept. You can see it doesn't place the same bet. It was only those two. It's the same yesterday as the betting for a living system, but it is a similar concept, fixed liability, cost specific, and it is there now for you. And as I said, it will have extra add-ons and all that good stuff available to customers, the general public, to go and buy it, and there'll be higher numbers involved there. So that's good. But we haven't had any complaints with liquidity. There's been a few things with Betfair not matching some bets and all that kind of stuff on some of the different systems, but specifically here, there's no issue with it yet. It's probably got another week or so of being able to be sold, and I'll completely pull this from public sale and then just work on the add-on system. Okay, so getting back to betting for a living, hopefully you found the results update interesting today to see where I am from the 4th to the 10th using quid stakes, and then from the 10th of August up to the 8th of September, 10 quid stakes. You can see my progress, £160, 35p. You can see it's not all been a rose garden. along the way. There have been losses, but the system has reacted really well and continually pushed on to a new profit high. So I am onto something pretty big here with this idea of going course specific. I'm just wondering how far I can take it, because I've got some other ideas as well of things that I can build on this and work around it. But all that's to come as the blog thread continues. But thanks for watching Betting for a Living Part 5. Any questions, obviously put them in the comments, unless it's relating to the actually buying me system for Mega Money. No, I'm only joking. It won't be Mega Money, but it's not going to be cheap. However, any questions, any comments, get in touch. You can get hold of me, email, comments, however you want to do. Remember to like this blog, share it, do all that good stuff if you've got time. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.